Hey guys, goodness, that's not gonna work. Let me move that over. Hey, so today I think is the 18th of September, which is 3 days past my 6-month surgery, and I'm not entirely sure what I weigh because I haven't stood on the scales for days. Somewhere around 145 pounds, which is, I think, is down since the last time I talked. I don't know. It's kind of crazy. I'm getting to a space now, well, right now, I won't say I've completely stopped obsessing, but I'm not obsessing quite as much about what the scale says. And while I'm still a good 20 to 25 pounds away from where I want to be, or at least where my doctor wants me to be, for the first time in my life, I really kind of feel normal. And according to the BMI calculator, for somebody who's 5'4", I am normal, which I guess in a weird way is I'm at goal. Well, I'm not really. At least not my goal, but if this was a journey to not be really obese, which is what I was when I very first started this journey, I've succeeded in that. So, wow, I don't think I've actually said that out loud. Plus, I mean, let's be real, there are days when my scale says above 145 pounds. So until I'm under it consistently, I really still don't consider myself in the non-obese world. It's been kind of a crazy month too. As you know, I was just in the south of France doing the race. And then I went home to see my family in Texas because my younger sister got married and wore a very small size 8 cocktail dress from a designer, so a proper size 8, not a vanity size 8. And a lot of people there hadn't seen me in a really long time. And it was really interesting to see how people reacted. I had one woman come up to me, and let me back up and explain. My husband is 6 foot tall and maybe weighs 150 pounds if I'm lucky. He's very slender. Anyway, she came up to me and she goes, "Well, you and your husband now fit." And I looked at her and I was like, did she just say what I think she said? That we just fit? Does she mean like now that we're both skinny, we're okay together? And I looked at her and I said, "What, like we're both thin?" And she goes, "Yes." And it's funny, I knew she meant it as a compliment. And what is even funnier is I heard she said it to somebody else before, and they were like, "Joanna's right there," you know, as though, you know, be careful, she might overhear you, you don't want to hurt her feelings. And obviously this woman didn't get it. But I was like, you know what? I didn't even respond. I just kind of shrugged it off and I said, "Yep, we're like Jack's Brett and his wife, except for I'm not his wife anymore," and just kind of blew it off. But it was interesting to see that. I also had some family members who have always had struggles with communicating their emotions and everything like that, but who obviously were quite taken aback by the physical change in me and how different I apparently look. I don't see it because I don't see it. I did look at the pictures from my sister's wedding and I thought, wow, you know, I've got kind of a long neck and you can see my jawbone, and I didn't obsess over the pictures like you usually do in that scenario and just go, "Oh, look at that roll of fat there, and look at that roll of fat there, and oh, I wish I'd kept my arms up," and stuff like that. And although, I mean, I did in a couple, but it was a different experience photographically. So yeah, it was kind of a wild ride. And now, if you've been watching my videos, you know that I took a month off from work and I just started back at my job again, or a new job, last week. And I'm exhausted. It's been a long week. It's only Monday, so I'm on day 5 of my new job. And what's wild for me there is people only know me as this. Well, that's not true. There's a handful of people there who knew me from before and are kind of surprised. But most of the people don't know me as anything else. And that's also kind of strange. I haven't really gone out eating with anybody, so no one knows how little I eat. The whole experience is kind of bizarre. I haven't decided how I feel about that. So anyway, I'm waffling on about strange stuff. What can I tell you about other things? Oh, other than I'm tired and I could do with a nap. Actually, I wanted to talk. So somebody asked me about hair loss after one of my videos. They said, would I talk about it? And I mean, I've had some, but it's certainly, people used to talk about, or at least somebody else I know who had it done, used to talk about how they'd be able to do this and like gobs of hair would come out. And I have certainly not left my hair alone. I had it, I did one of those Brazilian straightening things on my hair, which, by the way, big fan, big fan. I've also had it colored. I've done all sorts of crazy stuff. And yes, well, yeah, see, look, you can see a hair. I get like the odd, yeah, that's it. I get the odd one hair or two every so often, but I really haven't experienced much hair loss. And I can only attest this to the fact that I was a lightweight to begin with. So I didn't have, you know, I didn't lose 100 pounds in 6 months. I've lost 60 pounds in 6 months. So fairly average. Plus they always talk about how the actual anesthesia and the surgery causes hair loss. And I've had it twice before. Once to get my breasts reduced when I was in my 20s. And if anybody wants me to talk about that, I'm more than happy to, because that was one of the best things I ever did for myself as well. And once before, again in my early 20s, the first time I lost a lot of weight, and that was by sheer grit and determination, when I had my gallbladder removed. I didn't lose any hair in either of those scenarios, so fingers crossed, I think I may have dodged that bullet. I hope, touch wood, that I haven't just jinxed myself. So I didn't really, not hair loss that has freaked me out. And I've got pretty fine hair, so you'd think it would come out. But I haven't really had a problem with that. Yay. What else is going on? Fitness-wise, I always talk about that. So I had my race in the south of France, which was awesome. I'm going down to Monterey, California, to do the Big Sur half marathon, which theoretically would be a big hilly race, but it's actually as flat as a pancake. And that will be in a month. Oh wow, I've got plenty of time to train. Hooray. Other than that, it's about work. I'm going to Argentina in 2 weeks. I'm very excited about that. Yeah, sorry, I don't have much to say. I'll try and come up with some more interesting things to say. I felt like I was overdue for a video, so I wanted to put something up and talk with you guys and just connect and say hi. I'm kind of dull today. I'm sorry. I'm pooped. But anyway, I just want to let you know I was thinking about all of you, and best of luck on your journeys, and I'm sure we'll chat soon. Take care. Okay, so I was sitting here about to change my file into a movie, and I was looking at old video footage of myself that I never uploaded, and I thought I would show it to you so you could see the me before, just as a reminder. It was kind of a shock to me. Sorry about the burp at the end of it. Could I sit here and talk for 10 minutes with my hand in the air? Sit here and talk to me like this. Is this the good way? Can you believe that? That was a surprise to me. What a 6-month anniversary present to myself. You all should do it.